What is going on? What is poppin' YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. I appreciate you guys for watching today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. So I've been saying for a while the 49ers are a little bit overrated. They're probably not going to win a playoff game if they get into the playoffs. The Seahawks are probably going to win their division. I think they're overrated. They're about a year away. And, you know, I wanted to watch the game versus the Packers and the 49ers to really make a determination if I was right. And I got to tell you, boy, was I wrong about the San Francisco 49ers. And I was actually wrong to some degree about the Green Bay Packers, okay? I'm going to make a separate video talking about the 49ers, but right now, in my opinion, the 49ers are legit. They're no longer overrated. They can win the Super Bowl. They're the best team in the NFC right now, in my opinion. I'm not going to talk too much about how good the 49ers are. You can watch them and you can determine for yourself if they're the best team in the NFC. I know the Saints are good. I know Seattle's pretty good. I do think Seattle still has a chance to catch the 49ers for the division, just because the 49ers remaining schedule is very, very hard. And I'm actually going to take Seattle to win the division, not because San Francisco's not the better team, but Russell Wilson's that special. And I feel like the 49ers remaining schedule is very hard. But again, bottom line, 49ers legit. I was bugging. But I want to talk about the Green Bay Packers, because I felt the Green Bay Packers were arguably maybe the best team in the NFC heading into that game. I thought the Green Bay Packers were going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. And boy, was I wrong. So the 49ers destroyed the Packers 37-8. The Packers' offensive line played terrible. The running game was awful. The wide receivers couldn't get separation. They couldn't get open. They were dropping passes. Jimmy Graham looked terrible. The defense was getting gashed once again. They made some plays early, but that defense was not very good. And ultimately, that bad man, my favorite quarterback in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, he didn't look so good. He did not look good at all. He played bad. Bottom line, there's no excuse. The Green Bay Packers deserve to have brown paper bags over their head based on how badly the San Francisco 49ers destroyed them on Sunday Night Football. And I'm a Packers fan, so this pains me to make this video. It pains me to say that the Packers are not what I quite thought they were. The Packers do some things well. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, a great quarterback. They have good running backs. Devontae Adams is a pretty good wide receiver. The defense is improved from past years. It's not elite, but it's improved. The Green Bay Packers defense from old has been trash. It's no longer trash, but there's still some holes to this team. And my thing with the Packers is, look, the 49ers destroyed them. We know that. And I get it. It's tough to beat the 49ers on the road. It's not about the Packers losing. Had the Packers lost by three or 4 points on Sunday, I would be feeling a lot better about them. It is how the Packers lost. The Packers got bullied and pushed around. The same thing happened versus the Chargers. The same thing happened versus the Eagles. When the Packers have had to play physical, smash-mouth football teams with a great pass rush and a great running game, they have struggled. And guess what? It's not going to get any easier, because San Francisco, you're going to have to go through San Francisco to win a Super Bowl. You're going to have to go through Seattle, who's a smash-mouth football team that loves to run the football with an elite quarterback and Russell Wilson. You're going to have to go through that team to win a Super Bowl. You're going to have to go through Alvin Kamara and the Saints offensive line and that defensive line with 4 first-round picks and Drew Brees. You're going to have to go through the Saints. You're going to have to probably maybe beat the Vikings, who have elite players all over their field, except maybe Kirk Cousins, okay? The Dallas Cowboys, as bad as they played, they have NFL players and elite players all over the field. So I don't know if the Packers can do that. It's concerning if the Packers have to face a physical football team, and that's bad. And again, let me be very clear. The Packers, anytime Aaron Rodgers gets into the playoffs, I do not care how badly he looks versus the 49ers. I do not care how bad he looks versus the Chargers. Anytime Aaron Rodgers is into the playoffs, you got a shot to win a Super Bowl. I don't care what anyone says. So the Packers, they do too many things well for me to say they're not a Super Bowl contender and they're not a team to be reckoned with. And they're not a team that's not in the race. The Packers will be in the playoffs. They are an 8-3 football team right now. That's still very, very good, okay? You're going to have some bumps in the road with Matt LaFleur, a rookie head coach. However, the thing about the Packers that really is alarming is that this offense is very, very inconsistent. The defense we already know is inconsistent, but again, At this point, as a Packers fan, I'm just going to have to accept the fact this defense is never going to get quite fixed. I know we made the additions of Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, Adrian Amos. We've invested in the secondary, but I'm sorry. At this point, the defense is not going to get any better. I mean, they're a good defense. The thing about the Packers is they're opportunistic. So if you make mistakes, their defense is going to make you pay. And they have a very solid pass rush with Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. So the defense does enough to where if the offense is really good, they can win games. The only problem is this offense is very inconsistent, and it's very alarming. There's a very telling stat of the Green Bay Packers. I'm not a big numbers guy, but the Green Bay Packers have the 26th best third down offense. That means they don't consistently move the football. That means they punt the football way too much for my liking. And in order to win in the playoffs, you at least need to sustain drives. You need to melt the clock to some degree. You need to keep teams on the field, keep the defense on their heels. The Packers don't do that enough. The 26th best third down offense on an Aaron Rodgers-led team, they're barely better than Cleveland on third down this year. That's ridiculous. There's something missing with this offense. I was really concerned. I know Davante Adams is great. I really wanted the Packers to draft an A.J. Brown, a Terry McLaurin, or a Paris Campbell, but they didn't do it. It's whatever. I don't really care about that. But again, there's something off with this offense. And there's something off with Aaron Rodgers. This offensive line, when they have to face good elite pass rushes, they struggle. The Chargers bullied them. The Eagles bullied them. The 49ers smacked them around. The Chicago Bears absolutely destroyed that offensive line in week number 1. The only difference in that game was the Packers had Aaron Rodgers and the Bears had Mitch Trubisky. They barely beat Mitch Trubisky by 3 points. So when you actually look at the Packers under a microscope, there are some serious concerns and questions to be answered. I don't think they have better players than Seattle. I don't think the Packers have better players than San Francisco. I don't think they have better players than Minnesota. They're lucky Kirk Cousins is on the Vikings, because if someone like Russell Wilson or Cam Newton or, I don't know, any good quarterback, any quarterback you would put above Kirk Cousins, if they were on the Vikings right now, the Vikings would be a legit contender. The Vikings, the only thing holding them back is they don't have an elite quarterback. So the Packers dodged that bullet, in my opinion, okay? And it pains me to say this because I'm a Packers fan. I want this team to be good. It's been so long since Aaron Rodgers has gotten a ring. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, has Aaron Rodgers fallen off? Is Aaron Rodgers no longer elite? I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers is still an elite quarterback. He's still a top 5 quarterback to me. But let's talk about Aaron Rodgers being the best quarterback in football, the most talented. I know Aaron Rodgers is arguably the most talented quarterback in all of football right now, but Aaron Rodgers has not looked like that same guy at times this year. Versus the Chargers, he looked bad. Versus the Eagles, he couldn't get the job done. Versus Carson Wentz, really? I know he threw for over 400 yards that game, but Aaron Rodgers didn't get the job done. He threw the game losing interception on the goal line. How uncharacteristic is that of Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers looked bad versus that 49ers defense. And when it all fails, the thing that made this Packers team a threat in the past was that that as long as Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, they got a shot. And again, I think Russell Wilson right now is the best quarterback in football. You guys can look up Juice Alert, Russell Wilson, best quarterback in football. I made about 2 or 3 videos talking about why I feel Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in football. I'm not going to debate that in this video. We're talking about the Packers and how they got destroyed by the 49ers and how good the Packers are. So you can debate me in the comment section of those other videos. But again, I know Patrick Mahomes is good. Deshaun Watson is pretty good. He's ascended. Deshaun Watson is close to being a top 5 quarterback, guys. He's really good. Drew Brees is still playing at an elite level. But Aaron Rodgers, he's somewhere in the top 5. Somewhere in the top 5, you got to put Aaron Rodgers. But how often, the thing that made the Packers so special in past years when they were winning playoff games and making playoff runs was Aaron Rodgers. You knew he was just better than everyone else. I'm not sure if Aaron Rodgers can elevate anymore versus the 49ers defense. I've seen him do it in the past, and I have faith in Aaron Rodgers. I do believe this team can still win a Super Bowl. But Aaron Rodgers has to improve down the stretch. Aaron Rodgers has to be better. The last 3 seasons, his numbers have gone down and down just slightly. He's still a really good quarterback. 18 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the year and a pass rate over 100. That's really good. But right now, Russell Wilson's a little bit better. If they were to get to the Super Bowl, Lamar Jackson is playing quarterback at a higher level right now than Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady still has Bill Belichick. Are we sure Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to figure out, and this Packers team is going to be able to support Aaron Rodgers enough to figure out a Bill Belichick defense? I'm not sure. The 49ers, the Seahawks, the Saints, the Cowboys even, as bad as Dak Prescott has looked at times this year, as bad as the Cowboys have played versus good teams, the fact that the Cowboys lost to the Jets, I know the Packers destroyed the Cowboys earlier in the year, but the Cowboys have better players than the Packers. So if Aaron Rodgers, my thing with Aaron Rodgers is, I wonder if he's going to be normal versus Dallas again. I wonder if he's going to be normal versus the Vikings again. Again, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I love Aaron Rodgers. My God called a spade a spade. The last 3 seasons, he has not gotten the job done quite to the degree that I would like Aaron Rodgers to. And again, I'm a believer the Packers have wasted most of Aaron Rodgers' prime. They've wasted 8 or 9 years of the best quarterback play in NFL history. Aaron Rodgers at his peak is the best quarterback ever. I'm not saying he's the GOAT, but I'm talking about when it comes to the influence on the outcome of a game, when it comes to elevating a team, when it comes to the win probability of you having that quarterback in your team, Aaron Rodgers is that guy. He was that guy for a 7 or 8 year span. The Packers wasted that opportunity. And again, I like this Packers team. I really do. This Packers team does some things well. This Packers team is better than last year. They're an 8-3 football team right now. It's really good. The only problem is Seattle looks better. New Orleans at times, they look better. The 49ers, by far better. The 49ers are a bad matchup for my Packers. They're a bad matchup. From a roster standpoint, the Packers are good, but are they good enough? And then the question is, can Aaron Rodgers elevate this team consistently? I'm starting to have doubts now. Again, I'm not going to bet against Aaron Rodgers. I'm not right now. I have to see Aaron Rodgers fall flat on his face again and again to believe it. But I can't sit here and bet my money that the Packers are going to the Super Bowl right now. I thought about a couple weeks ago, this Packers team could win the Super Bowl. But I'm not so sure because they have some holes in this team. The run defense is not very good. The thing about the Packers is they're not a physical football team. They are a finesse football team. And that's a problem because Seattle, they're physical. New Orleans, they're physical. San Francisco, they're physical. The Packers are a finesse football team. They're going to have to start fast, and Aaron Rodgers is going to have to elevate this team. If the way the Packers can beat the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Saints, and these good teams is if Aaron Rodgers and this team starts off the game fast, they get a lead where they can rush the passer and create turnovers, that's the formula for them winning. If they can get out to an early lead, that will allow this team to pressure the quarterback and to play it safe down the stretch. But when the Packers get down a couple scores, I'm not so sure. So Aaron Rodgers has to get back to playing at an elite level each Sunday if this team wants them to win, if they want to win a Super Bowl. And I think Aaron Rodgers can do that. But so far, Aaron Rodgers has been a good quarterback. But he's not been elite Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. And that's a problem because Aaron Rodgers, he used to be that guy. There's something missing about Matt LaFleur's offense that Aaron Rodgers has not grasped yet. And again, I was very critical of the Packers. I said they should have traded for AJ Green. I said they should have drafted a wide receiver to help Aaron Rodgers. But again, that's not the reality right now. Aaron Rodgers has to work with what he has. Okay? It's the reality today. Offensive line play is not very good in the NFL. It's the reality today. Wide receiver play, you're going to have to make some tight window throws. Aaron Rodgers, when it's all said and done, he played bad versus San Francisco. He played bad versus the Chargers. He didn't get it done versus Philly. And I get it. It's only 3 losses. And as a Packers fan, I might be being a little bit too hard on Aaron Rodgers because he's not the best team in the league right now. Okay? It'd be nice if Aaron Rodgers had the Saints, okay, as his team. It'd be nice if Aaron Rodgers had the 49ers as his team. The 49ers, if they had Aaron Rodgers, they'd be Super Bowl locks. But that's not the case. So, in conclusion, Aaron Rodgers got to get it done. He's got to start getting it done. There's been so much talk about Aaron Rodgers being the best quarterback in football, and I thought for a while Aaron Rodgers was the best quarterback in football, and he was that guy. But right now, that's Russell Wilson. Right now, there are some quarterbacks playing better than Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers got to step it up. If this team wants to compete for a Super Bowl, they have to shore up their offense. They have to block better up front. They got to start games faster, and defensively, they have to be better. This team defensively cannot keep giving up these big plays. They cannot keep getting gashed. That's a problem. So, that's where I'm at. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.